get inflammation.
And is there any other watch out foods that, people think are healthy, but maybe if I was trying to have an optimally healthy heart, I should avoid?
It's just going to surprise you. Excessive fruit. Because I'm not a very big follower of fruit. Fruit should be eaten only in season because it has too much fructose in it.
Fructose being the sugars.
Fructose is a sugar, and fructose causes fatty liver. So our overconsumption of fruit is another factor that is contributing to coronary artery disease and diabetes and fatty liver. And we think of fruit as being a healthy thing. You see? But fruit should only be consumed really in the fall and in season and in small amounts, because that high fructose level really causes major changes in your metabolism. So I'm not too fond of fruit. You can eat fruit in season, small amounts of it. But people go crazy about fruit. I mean, I had a patient who was having mental problems as well as cardiovascular disease, and that's all he lived on is fruit. Morning, lunch, and dinner. And the moment we stopped that, his health changed completely. He got so much better. So excess of fruit is also no good. Excessively cooked foods, processed foods, refined products. And another one, vegetable seed oils. So any food that you prepare or you buy that contains vegetable seed oils is a no-no. Because vegetable seed oils are a product. And if you look at all of them, they're exceedingly high in omega-6. And the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is what the problem we have today. We have far too much omega-6, very little omega-3. So anything that contains vegetable seed oils. So I always tell my patients, get rid of that vegetable seed oil bottle from your home.
So what oil should I use instead?
The oil at home, if you're going to use any oil, is going to be olive oil, extra virgin olive oil for your salad. And if you're going to do high temperature, put a little pat of butter or use a little bit of ghee. Or you can use a little bit of coconut oil.
This is a bit more of a different question, but you said earlier on that when a patient walks into your office, you can kind of look at them and generally see if their cardiovascular health is intact. And we're generalizing here. But if I'm sat at home right now and I'm trying to figure out if I'm healthy as it relates to my cardiovascular health, what are the symptoms of cardiovascular poor health? Like what throughout the whole body? What can I sort of, obviously I don't want anyone to self-diagnose at home, but what kind of symptoms should I be looking at even when you look at me? Let's do this on me to make it easier.
Yeah. So number one, look at your weight.
Okay.
If you're overweight, that's one strike against you already. Number two, if you're overweight, where is it? It's mostly on the belly.
I'm overweight, according to the BMI.
But again, you got to look at BMI, is a little crude. It's not a very accurate way of actually looking at it because some people are very muscular and the BMI of 28 is actually perfectly okay for them. It's the constitution I look at and it's visceral fat. Now, I can't measure your visceral fat by looking at you, but I can tell if your belly is protruded. Now, in my office, I do visceral fat analysis.
So what else? I don't have a protruding belly per se. What else should I be looking for to understand if my cardiovascular health is intact? Is there,
just by looking at you physically?
Yeah.
No, I think that's it. Basically, use your BMI and your overall weight and must not have a belly. Just don't have a belly. If you have a belly, you have a problem.
And what about my joints and stuff like that? Is that an indicator of?
Yes. If you have symptoms, if you're having joint pains, look, if you're having joint pains, people think, it's just degenerative joint disease. In my experience, what I have seen, it's all inflammation. Because when I change the diet, when I fix the gut issues, when I fix the inflammation in the body, they all come back and say the joints got better. All of them, uniformly, especially patients who have autoimmune disease. For example, many patients have rheumatoid. And the moment we change their diet, their lifestyle, the frequencies of eating, introduce a little bit of fasting, so we do everything, right? We've changed the gut microbiome. We've made the liver better by giving them some supplements. We do intermittent fasting. We do some exercises. We give them some stress management. We improve their sleep. All of a sudden, the joint pains get better. Rheumatoid gets better. Skin diseases get better. Psoriasis gets better. Because it's the fundamental underlying part is all inflammation.
This is a random one, but I'm just connecting dots from different podcast guests I've had on the show. What about bad breath?
Bad breath. Bad breath is real.
But what is it? Is my oral microbiome linked to my heart health?
Yes. There's a microbiome that goes all the way from your nose, mouth, all the way down to the anus. And each one is specific and can predict whether you're going to get cardiovascular disease or not. There's unequivocal data to show that if you have bad teeth, bad dental hygiene, bad bacteria in your mouth, you're going to get valvular disease, such as aortic stenosis, premature calcification of your aortic valve, and you're going to get coronary calcification. That's been proven unequivocally. Patients who have chronic sinusitis so you think that that's benign? If you have chronic sinusitis.
What's chronic sinusitis?
Chronic sinusitis. Infections inside your maxillary sinuses, frontal sinuses constantly, and you get these headaches, and you get the cold and your blocked nose, and you constantly clogged up inside here. That's inflammation.